the quiz show celebrating 100 episodes of the Sprues and Brews Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Crowther, and I'll be definitely not winging proceedings and cobbling it together in post-production. In my hobby quest, I've played live on Warhammer TV, had a model in White Dwarf, and written articles for Warhammer Community, but I've still not figured out how to open a pot of corn red without getting my hands covered in paint. Tonight, our contestants will be battling their way through 5 rounds of hobby questions in order to secure bragging rights until at least episode 200 of the show. Contestant number 1 is a man who's still clinging onto the hope of Codex Imperial Agents, is the proud owner of a wooden spoon, and wants to make Star Drakes great again, Mr. David Jennings. Dave, how are you doing?
Absolutely brilliant. I'm happy to be here. I can't wait to beat Jay.
You're gonna win?
Oh, definitely, 110%. I'm not walking away with the wooden spoon today.
I ain't even made a wooden spoon. I should have made a commemorative one just for you, Dave. So what is your team name, Dave?
My team name, Matt, is the Eddie Eccles Lookalikes.
Lucky likeys.
Yeah.
There was definitely an Eddie Eccles stunt double vibe going on, Dave.
I definitely think so.
Is it coincidence that Eddie Eccles isn't actually on the show tonight? You know, I've never seen these two at the same place at the same time.
No, never happened. There's a reason for that.
Theories. And in traditional university challenge style, have you got any mascots with you today, Dave?
I do have a Tau battlesuit actually that I painted quite a while ago. So yeah, he's my closest mascot.
We'll be all right as long as there's no close combat phase then.
Exactly
this
that.
Is true.
Combat
this
Tau.
is true. So contestant number 2 is our resident elf fanatic, who is still in denial about the death of Sanguinius and thinks that custodians need an extra wound each, Mr. Jason Stanier.
Hello. I'm very good, thanks. I'm proper ready for this quiz. I've been spending the last 72 hours, Dave, going through every single podcast we've recorded. I've got all my notes here of everything that's been said. I'm ready. That's a complete lie.
I'm liking the background today.
Yeah, well, I'm not that happy about it, to be fair, but I had to choose something.
Hey, we'd just give you a stick about it anyway, so you may as well preempt that.
Well, that's it, yeah.
What's your team name, Jay?
So, I had a couple of ideas from a team name. Being a Eldar fan, and actually this week I've been painting some Harlequins, I was thinking Team Solitaire. That might be quite clever.
Well, I like it, because there's only one of you.
Exactly. But then I thought, we've got Mr. Sprues and we've got Mr. Brews. It's a bit like Gork and Mork. I don't know which one is which. So I thought I might be Team And.
Team And. I like it. And have you brought any mascots to bring you on some good luck?
I have. I've brought some dice that roll better than just ones, just in case we have a roll off. I'm thinking Dave will be using his Deathwatch dice, so I'll be all right there. I've brought an Eldar Farseer to help me predict some of the questions, see into the future. In case it comes down to like a Royal Rumble, a tiebreaker at the end, and there's a fight phase, I thought, well, I looked at my model collection, I thought, go Trek. He'll win that for me, surely.
Clearly.
And then I thought, I best bring Sanguinius himself because he's Sanguinius, really.
Yeah, he's a bit dead behind you though, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh well.
So this is Have I Got Sprues for you? We're gonna have 5 rounds. There's gonna be loads of questions. There's gonna be a visual element as well. For those of you who are listening along in podcast format, there's a slight flaw in this that you can't see the pretty pictures. But wait, you can. If you head over to spruesandbrews.com, we'll have a post up with all of the questions, all of the pictures, so you can play along live. Well, not really live because we've pre-recorded this, but you get the drift. So yeah, without further ado, gents, are you ready for round 1?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Ready as you will ever be. Well, round 1 is Guess Sprue. You will see a series of 10 images showing a part of a sprue. Some of them obscure, some of them not so much. I want to know what the kit is. Okay, so question 1 should be appearing in your screens right now.
Let's have a close look. Well, I think, after spending quite a few late nights on similar looking sprues, Matt, I think I might know the answer to this one.
Yeah, I think you might do. Cool. So
I'm just going to add that I didn't, but now I've got a good idea what it is.
Oh, you just gave it away, Jay. You've given it away.
I thought I was on mute. I thought only you could hear me.
So that was question 1. Question 2 is it's quite an easy one again. I'm sure you'll get this one. I feel I should have audio description for those at home who can't see these. It is blue plastic, so it could be from the Conquest magazine series. It's possibly Space Marine, but there's a few Space Marine kits.
That's definitely Grey Knight there, Dave.
Definitely.
Oh, absolutely. I don't question that.
Okay, so on to question number 3, dropping into your view now. A little bit more obscure.
Oh.
Interesting.
There's some good ooh-ah noises going on right then.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take a gamble on this one.
I think I too shall take a gamble.
Okay. So the 4th image is coming up now. Again, a few things this one could be. Getting a bit more obscure.
Oh yeah, this one's a tricky.
Feel like I've seen this before, but I don't know what model from.
Spoilers, these may all be models I've got to hand to take the images for this round.
I'm going to say it's all right. Okay.
Okay, so question number 5 is coming up now. Again, maybe a little obscure. Oh, Dave, a confident look from Dave there.
Absolutely, I knew what that was.
Do you know what that is?
It's an elf.
How do you know? I was thinking it could be Iden F. Deepkin. I got no idea about that. It's going to have to be some kind of. Oh no, I'm stumped on that one, Dave.
I don't know its name.
Oh, well,
you know, I'm just gonna, I've written where it's from.
Yeah,
I hope I get at least half a point.
If you get it vaguely right, I'll be lenient. It looks a bit Day of the Tentacle to me, but
that's what I was thinking. It's from a LucasArts game.
So we've got the next image coming up now. This one's a little bit easier, I think.
See, I think no, I haven't. I think this might be a 40k one though. This is number 5, isn't it?
This is number 6.
Oh, I missed number. Oh yeah, number 5 was that tentacle. I couldn't guess. Oh no, I know what that is.
There we go. Right, question number 7 coming up now. I think that's an easier one.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, after this point, they get quite hard.
Oh right. Now they start getting hard.
So number 8 up next. Maximum points if you get this one right.
Whoa. That could be from anything.
It could literally be from anything.
I'm trying to think of what models Matt's bought recently.
Spoilers, there's a lot of unbuilt models in my room.
I was going to say, that could be anything, really. Anything that's been released in the last 3 months.
Okay, so
it's obviously some kind of brick.
It is obviously some kind of brick. There's some kind of bullet hole motif, which would suggest 40k rather than Sigmar.
Have you not played with the Overlords?
It could be Lord of the Rings. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So question 9 is coming up now. Again, a few things that one could be.
Oh, that's a.
He wants to be a Castellan robot from the AdMech.
Well, see, I thought Dave would be on this one straight away.
It's an alternative thingy for Thomas the Tank Engine.
It is like a really angry Thomas the Tank, isn't it? Okay, and then the final question of this round is this one.
Oh, what they called?
Yeah, but it's not what they're called, Dave. It's what sprues it from.
This is it. Jay has sussed out the theme of the game. Guess what kid it is from the image.
Well
Nothing
done,
gets
Jay.
past me.
Maximum points.
So everyone got their answers down?
Yes.
So Dave, let's start with you. How do you think you've done on that round?
I think I did okay. I think I did okay.
Okay. So for number one, what did you get for number one?
Now, honestly, I'd not painted these, so I had no idea. But as soon as Jay opened his mouth, I thought that's got to be a Blade Guard veteran.
A Blade Guard veteran. Ooh, and what did you put, Jay?
David. I put an assault intercessor.
It is indeed an assault intercessor. So your hopes of getting 100%, unfortunately, Dave, have already been dashed on question one.
Don't worry, Dave. I only reckon I'm going to get 1 out of 10.
Maybe desperation points at the end. So kit number 2, what did you say for that, Dave?
I said it was an easy build Space Marine Reaver.
Okay, and Jay?
You don't get extra points for putting the entire name of the whole thing, Dave.
I'm after those bonus points.
I hope you don't, otherwise I'm in trouble. I put Reaver.
It's a Reaver. To be fair, it was an easy build, Primaris Reaver, but I'll give you the point for Reaver, Jay. I'll give you the point for Reaver.
I'm writing 2 points here, yeah?
Yeah, just 1 point, just 1 point. Okay, so it's getting harder. Kit 3, what did you put, Dave?
Again, a model I've not had. I went for Gazgul.
Gazgul, what about you, Jay?
I also put Gazgul.
Gazgul would be the correct answer. Really nice kit. You built one recently, haven't you, Jay?
I did build one, and it was the little bit at the bottom with the little emblem on that made me think of Gazgul. And I was trying to think, because it's obviously where his head goes, isn't it? I was trying to think, does it have that gap there? I can't remember if it has that gap or not, but anyway, it did have that gap, so yeah.
There you go. So question 4, Dave, what did you put?
I was a bit stumped on this, so I've just written Orruk Shaman.
Okay, how about you, Jay?
I put an Orc Knob Boss Pole.
Well, it is indeed an Orc Knob.
It was funny because you said it at the time I'd written that, Matt, that it was something from your collection. And I realised then that you've never collected Orruks for fantasy, so it was going to be wrong. But there you go.
Yeah. Okay, well, you might get some points back with number 5, Dave. I feel you're confident with number 5.
Yeah, this was a terrain bit from the Necromunda starter box when it was re-released.
It was indeed, yeah.
Oh.
What did you put there for that, Jay?
I had Nurgle Terminators.
It does look a bit Nurgly. Well, so yeah, that's a good eye on that one, Dave. Okay, what about number 6? I thought this one was an easy one, but
I had no idea. So I have written, Matt, Super Special Dreadnought.
Okay. I'm thinking that's probably not the right answer. Jay, what have you gone for?
Well, I'm beginning to think it's not this now. I put from the are they called the Iron Golems from Warcry?
No, it was the Corpse Grinders from Necromunda.
I thought it was corn. It had a little corn feel to it.
Yeah.
Corpse Grinders, yeah.
Okay, how about number 7? Number 7, Dave.
Number 7, I put a Rohan building.
A Rohan building? Which Rohan building?
The small one.
The small one. Okay. How about you, Jay?
I also put Rohan terrain. I'm going to say the big one.
The big one. Okay. So it was the Rohan house, the smaller of the 2 pieces. So Dave gets the points. I think that was Superfan Ray's favourite terrain piece. So number 8 is where it gets a little bit hard. I might even throw in a bonus point if anyone gets this one right. So Dave, what have you gone for?
I have gone for the Battle Sanctum for the Sisters of Battle.
The Battle Sanctum. And how about you, Jay?
Believe it or not, that's exactly what I put as well.
Is it? Well, yeah, I don't think... If anyone listening has got this, tweet us because I'll send you some dice or something. This was the base of a Calidus assassin.
The Calidus is the shape-shifting one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
so,
I love the assassins as well.
That's just
exactly.
Me. That is me. Out of all the assassins to choose, the one that changes shape as well, Matt. That's
This is it. So number 9, Dave, what did you get for that?
Number 9, I put an alternative Imperial Knighthead.
And which Imperial Knight?
The good one.
The
Imperials.
Okay, how about you, Jay?
I put an Armiger Knight.
Well, the Armiger is the correct answer.
Isn't Dave a member of the Tech Priesthood of Mars?
I think he is, but I think he needs to hand in his membership card.
My membership
not
expired. I've not renewed it yet.
Oh. And then finally, number 10, which I think is a tricksy one that might catch a few people out. So, Dave, what did you put?
I put the Grot Blood Bowl team.
Okay, and how about you, Jay?
Yeah, I put the Night Goblin Blood Bowl team as well.
Well, surprisingly, it is the Ogre Glutton Sprue.
It does look like an old bit of plastic, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It is an old kit,
Yeah.
Right. So
it's not a snotling, is it? It's a what are they called?
It's a nobbler.
A nobbler, yeah.
It is. So at the end of the round, Dave, you are on 4 points. Jay, you are on 5 points. Just a single
and
point
that's
in
over,
it.
isn't it? Have I won the speedboat?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, let's have a look at what you could have won. Okay, so round 2 is taglines. Games Workshop have produced many boxed games and battle boxes over the years, and they tend to have a tagline across the bottom of the box. So I'm going to read to you 10 taglines from boxes. Some of them are boxed games, some of them are battle boxes. I want to know the title of the game / battle box. So, question 1. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Nice easy one to ease you in there.
Okay.
Things ramp up a bit from question 2.
That's definitely Age of Sigmar, right?
That's definitely Age of Sigmar, yeah.
Cool.
Question 2. The hungry and the dead do battle amidst the desert wastes. The hungry and the dead do battle amidst the desert wastes.
Oh, what's it called? I'm just
going
to have to make a note and hope it comes back to me before the end of the round.
Give you another couple of seconds. Jace reaching for it. It's just within his grasp.
Got it.
I've got it, Dave. Your energy, just give it me.
Damn it! I need to be less energetic.
Less energetic. Question 3. Savage cult uprisings in the 41st millennium. Savage cult uprisings in the 41st millennium. I love the concentration here, guys.
There we go.
This is a competition. I'm already a point behind. Let's not forget this.
So, question 4. Mighty battles in an age of unending war. Mighty battles in an age of unending war.
I know what that
is. And I just
is.
realised Dave possibly has a shelf just behind camera with like every box.
No, you can't turn around, Dave.
No, there's nothing. I'm just writing on my clipboard here.
Clipboard. See, Dave's come prepared.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 5. Massive armies clash in the 41st millennium. Massive armies clash in the 41st millennium. Okay. Question 6. The game. Guilty, yeah. Question 6. The game of fantasy battles.
Oh, right. Well, that pulls into question one of my earlier answers. Then.
Yeah. Same here. So maybe that actually. Maybe that. Oh.
The game of fantasy battles.
No, I think I know what I'm doing there.
Okay. Question 7. The game of Titanic battles in the Age of Darkness. The game of Titanic battles in the Age of Darkness.
Okay.
Okay. Question 9. Deadly.
9?
Question 9. Oh, sorry. I've missed question 7. So
that's question 7, is it? Right.
That was question 8, the one that I gave you previously, the game of Titanic battles.
These rules keep changing. It's so hard.
I know. So for the next one, this is question 8.
Okay.
Alpha predators hunt amidst the ruins of war. Alpha predators hunt amidst the ruins of war.
Oh man, alpha predators.
I'm just gonna have to.
That's obviously got to be Luminef, but they haven't got a box yet.
Oh!
Stumped me, that one has.
If you like that one, you're gonna love this one. Question 9. Deadly skirmish combat in a war-torn hive world. Deadly skirmish combat in a war-torn hive world. Oh, I think Dave might have this.
Absolutely. Well, I'm like 90% sure I have. I can never be 100% in quizzes.
And question 10. A miniatures game of desperate battles in the 31st millennium. A miniatures game of desperate battles in the 31st millennium.
Oh, not done very well on this one.
Okay, so well, Jay, let's take it away. Question 1. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. What did you get?
I put Warhammer 40,000.
How about you, Dave?
I put Warhammer 40,000.
Warhammer 40,000 is the right answer. Question 2, Jay. The hungry and the dead do battle amidst the desert wastes.
This came to me right at the end. I put Feast of Bones.
Dave, yeah?
Feast of Bones, yeah.
Is indeed. So, savage cult uprisings in the 41st millennium. Jay?
Put Necromunda Uprising.
Dave?
I've just put Necromunda.
You know what? I'm going to both give you the points there. I'm feeling generous.
It makes up for the lack of points I'm going to get for the rest of the round.
That's your one gimme.
No.
No leniency after
I
that.
need at least another 7.
So, Jay, question 4. Mighty battles in an age of unending war.
I put Warhammer Fantasy Battle.
Okay, and how about you, Dave?
Now, I couldn't remember, but I thought this might be a tricky one. So I've gone for Warhammer Mighty Empires.
Okay, you would both be wrong because the correct answer was Age of Sigmar.
Ah.
Jay, question 5 was massive armies clash in the 41st millennium.
Epic 40,000.
Dave?
Epic 40,000.
Points all round. It was Epic 40,000. Question 6 then was the game of fantasy battles.
Well, because I put Warhammer Fantasy as my answer to the Age of Sigmar one, I was thinking, what else could it be? I put Mordheim, but I think you're going to tell me it's Warhammer Fantasy Battles, aren't you?
I put Warhammer Fantasy.
It is indeed Warhammer Fantasy Battles.
Can I have a command reroll on that?
You
I've still
can't,
got some CP
no.
left. Oh.
So this is the point where I definitely didn't mess up the order of the questions. So question 7, the game of Titanic battles in the Age of Darkness. Jay?
I put Adeptus Titanicus.
Dave?
Same, Adeptus Titanicus.
Nice, easy one all round. Question 8 was a bit harder. Alpha Predators hunt amidst the ruins of war.
Got no answer for this.
Dave?
Can't think of anything.
Got no answer.
Oh.
I've put Inquisitor.
Oh, no, it was Prophecy of the Wolf. A box that Jay possibly has on his desk.
It's over there.
Okay, question 9 was deadly skirmish combat in a war-torn hive world. Jay, what did you have?
I put Necromunda again.
Necromunda. Oh. Dave.
I was more specific. I put Necromunda Dark Uprising.
Oh, and you thought you had this, Dave. This was a trick question. Right? It was Shadow War Armageddon.
What one was that? Shadow War Armageddon.
It was the one that bought the Adeptus Mechanicus scenery.
Yeah, it was.
Should have got that one, Dave. Disappointed.
Yeah. Should have got that one, Dave. And question 10, a miniatures game of desperate battles in the 31st millennium. Jason?
I put Horus Heresy, and I couldn't quite remember the name. I thought it was called Battle for Calf or Battle of Calf. It was the one with the Word Bearers and the Ultramarines in.
Okay, and Dave, what did you put?
That's a lot more specific than what I put. I just put Horus Heresy.
Okay, I'm going to give the point to Jay there. It was Betrayal at Calf.
Betrayal at Calf.
Betrayal
Thanks,
at
Matthew.
Calf. Yeah.
You were always my favourite sprue and brewer.
Robbed.
So at the end of round 2, the scores on the doors are Dave has got 10 points, but Jay is just ahead on 11 points.
Still only 1 point in it. This is not running away from me.
You could get it back in round 3 though, Dave. Potentially.
One can hope. One can hope.
Well, round 3 is say what you see. You will see a pictogram depicting a Games Workshop game. You have to decipher it to work out what it is. So here's an example that we can all play together. So, as you can see, it has got some images that make up the title of a Games Workshop game. What do you think this one is, guys?
I struggled on this one when I first saw it, believe it or not. I got all the way through till the end. I was like, what could that be?
Definitely. Smart, Hammer, Castle, Brew, Peter.
That is very close. So we've got a war, and then we've got a hammer, Warhammer, and then a fort, and then some T, and then Peter K. Fort TK.
I'm surprised Dave got that one, because isn't Dave 40K? 40K.
40K. So when you're ready, we'll move on to round 1. Some of these might be a bit hard. Some of them might be a bit obscure. There may be some really old Games Workshop games from like the 80s in here as well.
I'm really terrible at these kind of rounds. Really terrible.
So, round 1 is appearing on your screen right about now. Like, there's a lot of concentration going on here.
I'm just going to have to write notes, I think.
I'll give you a little bit of time to decipher it. Some of them are a bit tricksy. You know, clearly it's something Klingon.
Oh,
This is just the easy one. This is got us going.
Yeah, this is the easy one to get going. This is the easy one to get going.
See, I don't watch Gavin and Stacey, so I don't know what her name is.
I've got it.
Dave's got it.
I think.
Amazing. Okay, cool. Right, well, you can always come back if you're not sure, Jay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So, round 2 is appearing on your screens now. That's an easier one than the first one, I think.
Yeah, got that one.
Could this be the point where Dave gets some points?
Oh yeah, got it.
If this first answer that I've written down is right, I'm gonna be so chuffed.
I hope you get it. I hope you get it. The next one. So question 3 is a little bit obscure. It's a really, really old game. I hope you guys have heard of it. Say what you see. Do you see it? Say it.
It's a good guess, but it's not right.
What's Mr. Chips doing?
Oh man, what is that? It's an excellent cupboard.
I mean, was this game released in the last 50 years, Matt?
50, yes. 10, no. 20, maybe not. No. 30, maybe. It's an old, obscure game. Some of our viewers may know this one, though. I am going to send all these to Warhammer TV's Nick Baton, because he does like a good say what you see. Okay, so question 4. This one's. I think this one's pretty easy. I quite like this one. I think Dave's got it. I can see the cogs turning.
Oh, you know what? I think that's the answer to the one I just wrote. Is this one? So that means whatever question 3 wasn't what I wrote.
Oh, I feel Jay's struggling in this round.
I think I've got 1 so far.
Okay, well maybe some of the later ones you'll get, and Dave will fluff them. So, do you need another couple of seconds, Jay?
I don't think another. If you can give me another couple of hours.
Okay, so what I'll do, we'll get question 5 on the go. So question 5 is appearing on your screens right about now. Fox eye test fire flag is clearly the Games Workshop game.
See, I thought that was Schrodinger's cat at first.
Schrodinger's Cummings office. I don't remember that game. There'll be a penny drop moment at the end where you probably all hit me. Okay, I think okay. No, moving on to question 6. Question 6, you'll definitely get question 6. Question 6 is appearing on your screens momentarily.
It makes me nervous when you say that we should get it.
I can't even remember her name. I only remember her husband's name.
I can remember her surname, but I have a feeling that's not what I need to know.
I imagine if you got the first name, you'd get it from that.
Okay, that's a problem.
Yeah, that might make it difficult for the rest of it. I feel this is going to be a high scoring round, guys.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to write anything down.
Okay. Jay, you've definitely got the next one. I've got every confidence you've got the next. Question 7 is appearing right about now.
Ah, got it.
Oh, Dave's got one.
Yeah, I think I might have that one.
You might have that one. Okay.
Very clever that is, Matt. Very, very clever.
Well, I try. Question 8 is coming up right about now.
I think I know that one.
I think Jay's got it. Dave's pondering.
Yeah,
He's putting the connections together. Judge
Dun,
Bookberger.
dun, dun, dun.
Nope. I don't think he's got it. Right, question 9. Question 9. Again, it's an obscure one. It is made by Games Workshop. It's 20 odd years old, maybe even 30 odd years old now.
Got it.
Oh, that was lightning quick from Jay.
I think. I think I might have it. The last bit confused me.
The
box
box
art is tenuous, I will admit.
I think I've got the box art in my head, but I couldn't tell you.
What was that? That was question 9, was it?
This is question 9, yeah. Okay, and on to question 10, the final one of this round. A lot of concentration going on.
He wasn't Zig or Zag.
That is the question.
Got it.
You got it.
You got that.
I say that actually. I am thinking it might not be right, but yeah, I think I've got it.
I'm impressed if you got it, Dave. Cool.
That was a tough round, Matt. That was the toughest one so far.
Oh yeah, it had to be. Well, let's see how you get on. So Dave, question 1. What did you get?
I'm going to be so happy if this is right.
Yep.
But I put Man of War.
It is Man O War.
Yes.
Did you get that one, Jay?
No. I knew the first one was male. I was thinking, what game begins with male? I can't think of any game that begins with male. And then I thought it was going to be something dwarf, so I put White Dwarf because
I made a note about Nessa. It wasn't until I got the other two where the relevance of Nessa became apparent.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, good one.
So, question 2, Jay. What did you get for question 2?
Oh, I had no idea. And then right at the end, Necromunda.
Necromunda. Did you get that as well, Dave?
I got that one too as well.
Excellent. So, Dave, question 3, which is probably the most obscure one on this list.
I put, Matt, and I don't think, to be honest, this is a Games Workshop game, but I could be wrong. Meme Cupboard.
Meme. You know what, Dave? You are so close. You are so close with that. Jay, what did you put?
I put Trolls in a Cupboard.
Oh, it is Trolls in the Pantry. Jay, I'm going to give you the point for that. That is close enough to deserve a point. Meme Cupboard is in the right ballpark. But yeah, they're trolls and they're in a pantry. Who'd have thunked it?
Yeah. Good that.
So, Jay, question 4. What did you have here?
I got, and I mean, this was quite an obscure title, so I don't think many of our listeners will know this one. Beast Car, Robin Williams Car.
Okay.
It's quite an old game, that, I think.
Did you get this one, Dave?
I did. So it was a gore, Matt.
Yep.
It was a car.
Yep.
It was Mork.
Yep.
Gorka
Morka. Yeah.
Well done. Yeah, nice one.
You have no idea how many nights I've been up making these.
We haven't seen you for a while, Matt.
No. So question 5 is a little bit obscure. I hope somebody got it. Dave, what did you get?
I just wrote what I saw, and it doesn't unfortunately add up to a game.
Okay.
Fox Cummings Moss Flag.
Okay, Jay, what did you get?
Dave got more than me. I think Dave was closer.
Okay, let's work this through this then. So there's a difference between those foxes in the first image, isn't there?
One's in a box.
One's in a box. He's in. Okay, the next we've got Dominic, or Dom to his friends, in Dom, and then we've got IT Crowd, in Dom It, and then UX, Domitus.
Very clever.
Yeah, I was thrown by the fox. There's nothing to do with the fox in the end.
There's nothing to do with the fox, no.
Foiled by the fox.
So I really thought everyone would get this one. Question 6. Jay, what did you get?
I didn't get anything for this one. I couldn't. I don't know what her name is. I couldn't remember her name.
Dave, what did you put?
Apocalypse Homer.
Apocalypse Homer. Okay, if I told you that the character's name was Maud, would that help?
More time. Donuts yet? More time.
Mordheim. So yeah, seven was an easy one, I feel. Dave, what did you get for question 7?
Battlefleet Gothic, Matt.
Jay?
Battlefleet Gothic.
Battlefleet Gothic. Okay, so 8 I thought was pretty easy. I don't know how you got on. Jay, what did you get?
This is quite a thingy game. Dreadfleet.
Dave?
I thought you give away the answer, Matt, so I wrote Dread Bug Burger.
Dread Bug Burger.
That's what they sell in Bugman's, isn't it? Get that on the menu.
You should do after this. Yes, it was indeed Dreadfleet. Dreadfleet. Question 9, Dave. What did you get here?
I wrote Chainsaw Warrior.
Jay, what did you put?
Yeah, Chainsaw Warriors.
So we've got a chain, we've got a saw, and then we've got a warrior.
Oh, a warrior.
Chainsaw Warrior.
Ah.
You both got it. And then the final one, Jay, what did you get?
I couldn't figure this one out. 30 something, but I struggled to think what Zig and Zag had to do with anything.
Okay. So what is 30?
What is 30? Yep. It's a number.
It's an age.
It is an age.
Oh.
I got this one.
Oh, nice one. Yeah.
So yeah, that was hopefully a bit of fun for you guys, and I think we've even got an equaliser in the scores. I think you got 6 points there, Dave.
Yep.
And I think you've got 5, Jay. Putting us on level pegging, 16 apiece at the end of round 3. So we'll move on to round 4. Okay, so we are level pegging 16 points each as we go into round 4. Are you guys ready to play? Play your war scrolls right.
Yeah, I think so.
Play your cards right, but with an Age of Sigmar spin. So if you've watched the classic Bruce Forsyth game where you'd have guessed if the next card is higher or lower, we're doing the same, but with War Scroll cards, essentially. We'll be using the Pitch Battle Profiles 2020. So I know some War Scroll points have changed on the website. I had the book to hand, so we're using that. We haven't had any games of Sigmar for a long time. It'll be fine. So, for example, if I said Chaos Spawn was 50 points, is Vorgoroth the Scarred and Scarlock the Blood Host of Khorne higher or lower than 50 points?
Lower, isn't it? Chaos Spawns are deadly, especially in Age of Sigmar.
They are.
And Vorgoroth did have a price cut, I think, in the last John's Handbook.
But is he 40 points, Jay? So
I would say higher.
Higher would be the correct answer. So each one that you get correct cumulatively, you will get points. If you get it wrong at any point, you are out. I will give a command point reroll if you get the first one wrong, because that'll be a really short round.
I expect to use that reroll.
We have got 2 banks of questions, question bank A and question bank B. To make things fair, I believe we need to have a sportsman-like roll-off to see who picks which set of questions they get.
I've won. Dave's got a Death Watch dice.
I have got a Death Watch dice.
Give me deck A.
Gentlemen, roll your dice.
Roll the 1.
3. Can you see?
3. So, Jay, would you like questions A or questions B?
If in doubt, B. I will go with B.
You're going with B, okay. And I'm not sure which ones are. You might be all right here. I'm not sure which ones are the easy ones or which ones are the hard ones. Okay, so round B. So 5 Grunstock Thunderers. They are the Caradron guys with guns, aren't they?
Yep.
They are 120 points.
Okay.
Is Alarith, Spirit of the Mountain, higher or lower than 120 points?
He is higher.
He is indeed higher. He is 340 points, which is a fair whack of points. Is an Auric Runefather on Magmadroth higher or lower than 340 points?
Oh, he's got to be in the 200 and something, 240 maybe. He's lower.
He's lower. And he is lower. He is 270 points.
Okay.
So, is a Black Coach higher or lower than a Runefather on Magmadroth at 270?
Oh, black coaches are good. Oh no.
I know what I'd say.
I would have said it's around that area. I'm going to say slightly lower, but only just lower.
Slightly lower. Well, a black coach is slightly lower at 220 points.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's getting hard now, though, Jay. It's getting hard now. Is a Mortec crawler higher or lower than a black coach?
What was that? Last one was 220.
So black coach is 220. Is a Mortec crawler higher or lower?
I'm sure these are 200 points, but that was before General's Handbook 2020. Oh, did they go up? Did they go up 20 points? Are they 230 points now? I think the 200 points. I think the 200.
You're locking that in, Jay?
I'm going in 200 lower.
They are 200 points. It is lower.
Oh, well done.
Now
well
it gets really hard. 5 evocators. Are they higher or lower than a Mortec crawler at 200 points?
5 evocators.
I think I know the answer to this one.
I thought 5 used to be 300 points, didn't they? I'm going to say higher.
It is higher, just higher at 210 points. So, is a Tree Lord higher or lower than 5 evocators?
He's lower.
He is lower at 180.
Yeah, I know that. I love my tree lords.
There's an easy one thrown in there. So, are 30 Longbeards higher or lower than a Tree Lord at 180?
30 longbeards. Oh, 30 longbeards are higher. I think 30 are 240.
Yep, 30 Longbeards are higher at 270.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
But are 30 Savage Uruks higher or lower than 30 Longbeards at 270?
Do Savage Uruks have 2 wounds each?
I'm not telling you anything.
Oh, thanks, thanks, Dave.
You've already built up quite a few points here, so you're getting no favors from me.
See, Savage Uruks, they're naked, aren't they? They don't have any armor, but they get like a gazillion attacks. And I think that
undercrackers, Jay. That's all they need.
It's all they need.
So what am I on? 270?
270 for 30 Longbeards. Are 30 Savage Uruks higher or lower?
See, my head's telling me the higher, but my gut's telling me the lower, so I'm going lower.
Jay, 30 Savage Uruks are 300 points. That is incorrect. And for fun, we'll do the last one because you very nearly got a full sweep. So 30 Savage Uruks at 300 points. Is Manfred, the Mortarch of the Night, higher or lower than that?
Then 300
points for the Savage Uruks.
Oh, Manfred. I would say he was Manfred. I would say he was higher.
He is higher at 340. Unfortunately, you don't get any points for that, but that's not a bad run. That's what, 7 correct? That's pretty impressive. So, Dave, are you feeling confident for your questions? Do you think you need like 8 here to get into the lead?
Absolutely not. But we're gonna give it. We're gonna give it our best.
Okay, I think you can do this, Dave.
Okay.
I've got faith.
Oh no.
So,
oh, no.
3 Spirit Hosts are 120 points. Is an Arachnarok spider with Flinger higher or lower than that?
Higher.
It is higher at 220. But, Dave, an Arachnarok spider at 220. Is a Frost Lord on Stonehorn higher or lower?
I think it's higher.
It is indeed higher. It is 400 points for a Frost Lord on Stonehorn. So, Frost Lord on Stonehorn, 400 points. Is a Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster higher or lower than 400 points?
The Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster.
The Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster.
I like how he says that. If it was me, I'd have no idea about all 3 of the different bloodthirsters.
I think it's slightly cheaper.
Slightly cheaper. You're locking that in?
Yes.
You're correct. It is 300 points. A bargain. 300 points for a Wrath.
That's a lot less than I expected.
Yeah. Now, how are you on Tree Elves? Silvernet.
Not very good.
So in Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster is 300 points. 30 Tree Revenants Is that higher or lower than a Bloodthirster? 30 Tree Revenants.
I don't know. I couldn't even tell you what 5 Tree Revenants cost. I'm gonna say I'd like to phone a friend. Jay, what's the answer? I'll go lower. Sack it. Gotta go lower.
Dave. 30 Tree Revenants is 420 points.
I think 5 is 80.
I couldn't. No idea. Never looked at a Sylvaneth army list, so no idea there.
So you might be able to redeem yourself a moral victory. There's no points at stake. A moral victory by getting the rest of the run right and see how you would have done if you'd have got that one right. So 33 Revenants is 420 points. Is a Lord Celestant on Stardrake higher or lower?
How many points was the Tree Revenants?
420 for the Tree Revenants.
I think the Stardrake is about 420, so it must be one way or the other.
It must be one way or the other. It's either
I'm going to
say
this game out, Dave.
I'm going to say it's higher.
It is higher at 500.
Oh, wow. I thought it was cheaper than that.
So yeah, Stardrake's 500. 12 Plague Ogres. Is that higher or lower than a Stardrake at 500?
Lower.
12 Plague Ogres are 560 points.
Yeah, I suck at this, don't I?
You need more battle tomes, Dave.
You do need more battle tomes. So 12 Ogres at 560. Is Tamerkan, the Maggot Lord, higher or lower than 560 points?
Lower.
He is lower at 420. However, are 20 Blood Sisters higher or lower than 420 points?
Higher.
They are just higher at 480. And then finally, Teclis from the new Lumineth book. Is he higher or lower than 480 points?
Higher.
He is higher at 660.
Yeah, I knew he was ridiculously expensive.
Good effort. Unfortunately, you only got 3 points there, Dave.
That's gonna mean I'm gonna have to have a crack in round 5.
Yeah, I think that puts Jay 4 points in the lead. So yeah, it's all on round 5 to see if you can claim this victory, Dave. So we've battled through some rounds and we are there at the final round. The scores on the doors. Dave, you're on 19. Jay, you are just ahead on 23. So there's only 4 points in it. It's whether how's your Sprues and Brews trivia knowledge, Dave?
I'd like to think it's okay, but I really wish I'd not said that, because if I score very poorly in this round, I'm gonna eat my hat.
I mean, we've been doing this for what, 3 years now? So in theory, we should all.
Hold on, let me write that down. For 3 years. Right.
So yeah, there will be 10 questions about Sprues and Brews. I want you to jot down your answers, and at the end we'll go through them. So, Question 1: as of the time of recording this episode, how many episodes of the Sprues and Brews podcast are on Spotify? As of the time of recording this episode, how many episodes of the Sprues and Brews podcast are on Spotify? And yes, I did check.
Now, Matt could pull me up here if this is wrong.
So, question 2. How many videos are on youtube.com/SpruesBrews?
Oh my days.
As of the time of recording this video.
Oh, there's a lot.
A lot is Jay's answer. So, how many videos are on youtube.com/SpruesBrews? I will give the point to the closest person.
I think I've gone too low, but
bearing in mind we did like 25 in December for the Advent.
No, let me just add 25 on.
Yeah, ditto.
Right, okay. Question 3. What was our very first unboxing video of? Back in the mists of time, what was our very first unboxing video? Dave's confident there.
He's got it, has he? He knows. He knows this one.
Okay, question 4. With the launch of 40k 9th edition, July 2020 was the busiest month we've ever had on spruesandbrews.com. But how many views did we have? Again, I'll put it to the closest person. Dave again is very confident with this one.
Yeah, I think so. Actually, I'm going to knock it down a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Question 5. In both games of Age of Sigmar that Matt and Dave have played on Warhammer TV, Matt has managed a win. What game-changing event happened in the most recent game that didn't happen in the first game?
In the most recent game?
So yeah, in both games that we've played, I've beaten Dave.
Oh, on Warhammer TV.
On Warhammer TV. What happened in the second game that didn't happen in the first game? Okay. Dave's feeling confident, if not slightly bitter.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. In our first Warhammer World event, me and Jay went and played in the Throne of Skulls. Which of us placed the highest position, and what position was it that they placed?
Oh man. What was the first Throne of Skulls? What did I took Sylvaneth. Okay. Can't remember the position though.
Not sure on that one.
Oh. Okay. So question 7. As at the time of writing this quiz, which was the other night, what video on our YouTube channel has had the most views? And to the nearest 1,000, how many views has it had? So as of 2 nights ago, what video had the most views? And to the nearest 1,000, how many views has it had? It matters now. This is the competition coming out.
Yeah, I this is a guess, and I think I've drastically under. I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. Question 8. In episode 2 of the Sprues and Brews podcast, broadcast on the 13th of November 2017, we all shared our favourite sprue and brew. What was my favourite sprue and my favourite brew? Episode 2 is a long time ago. I remember it like yesterday. Your garage, Jay.
I can just about remember the. What was the drink now?
Does that mean you remember the sprue? Wow.
It was some kind of special.
It wasn't a tea, was it?
No, I sort of remember the sprue.
I know the sprue. I've written this. It's not this sprue, but whenever I think of Matt and especially back then in Warhammer, yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, so in the same episode, what was Dave's favourite sprue and brew?
Even Dave doesn't remember what his favourite sprue and brew was.
Dave's favourite. What year was this, Matt?
So this was the 13th of November 2017.
Oh man.
Episode 2 of the podcast. What was Dave's favourite sprue and favourite brew?
I don't think it was this. Favourite brew?
I don't even know if that sprue was around back then, but I've written it.
You're locked in.
I'm locked in.
Okay. And the final question. What was Jay's favourite sprue and favourite brew? As of the 13th of November 2017.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
I have put such a vague answer for your favourite sprue, Jay. Such a vague answer. In fact, I'm going to go more specific. Right, I'm locked in.
You're locked in. How confident are you feeling, chaps?
No.
Okay. So, question 1, Dave. As of the time of recording this video / episode, how many episodes of the Sprues and Brews podcast are there on Spotify?
Matt, I can tell you how many there should be.
I know how many there should be. How many are there though?
There should actually be 100.
Okay. Jay, how many do you think are on Spotify?
Well, as of time of recording, I wouldn't have thought you would have had chance to upload the 100th episode yet. So I said 99.
That's a good call.
I might be one off.
However, you're both wrong because there's 98 episodes. We've got the episode numbers wrong somewhere, guys.
Yeah.
making this whole show a charade.
Hang on a second, though. Who's in charge of the episode numbers?
Yeah, who is in charge of the episode numbers? So yeah, you both got that one wrong, sadly. So yeah, but you might be redeeming yourselves. How many, Jay? How many videos do you think there are on our YouTube channel?
117.
117. David, how many do you think there has been?
60.
60. We've had 182 videos, so the point goes to Jay. 60.
I knew I was drastically under there. Clearly,
Okay.
I don't pay enough attention to our YouTube channel.
You might redeem yourself here. What was our first unboxing video?
I've got this. It was the Vault of Terror collector's edition book.
Ooh, whoa, wow. Okay. And Jay, what have you got?
I put Eureka Titan.
Oh, I didn't actually do an unboxing for that. I should have done.
Oh.
Well, the correct answer was Shadow War Armageddon. Was like the second episode on YouTube.
Ah,
So
good
that
thing.
is no points all round. A disappointing lack of Sprues and Brews lore here. But we might redeem ourselves with question 4. Jay, with the launch of 40k, July 2020 was a bananas crazy month on the website. How many views did we have?
Put 80,000.
80,000. Okay, and Dave?
Controversially, I also said 80,000.
80,000. It is 88,121. So you know what? You can both have a point. Everybody gets a point.
Do you know what's annoyed me there?
What?
I originally wrote 89 and I scribbled it out and went back down to 80. I knew it was 89 or 88.
You should have put that down then, Dave.
Yeah,
Victory is falling through your fingers right now, Dave.
definitely.
Okay, well you get this one, David. In both of our games of Age of Sigmar, I've managed to beat you somehow, despite losing in the practice games in Warhammer World. What happened in the second game that didn't happen in the first game?
So in the first game, we had instant kill abilities, which didn't work in the first game. However, in the second game, I have written that I was Slayed of Kinged.
This is correct.
So my Maw Crusher got sucked into the Slayer of Kings. So an instant kill.
Jay, did you get that?
I put Archon Slayer Sword.
Yep. So Nagash didn't manage to auto kill my general. My general managed to kill yours, which is a moral victory, I believe. So here's a harder one. Jay, in our first Warhammer World event, which of us placed higher and what rank did they come?
I was trying to think back to this one, and I think I was playing a Sylvaneth, and I think I won 4 of my games out of 5 or something like that. So I think I placed higher. And did you take your dragon to that one?
I took Archeon before he had a proper book.
Right. Okay, maybe I'm okay. Well, I put me, and I think I placed around 24th, something like that, 25th.
Okay. And Dave, what did you put?
Oh, I also put Jay.
Yep.
But I went 22nd.
That is the correct answer, 22nd. So, Dave, you can have 2 points. Jay, you can have 1. That is.
Nice one, Dave.
I vaguely remembered that you were close to the top 20, but you weren't quite there. So, yeah, I took a gamble at 22.
I was rather lower with my rubbish list, but had a great time. Question 7. Jay, at the time of Dave, even let's go with Dave. At the time of writing the video, which video has had the most views on our YouTube channel? And to the nearest 1,000, how many views has it had?
So I think it was your game, Space Marines versus Necrons, to launch 9th edition.
Okay.
And I think the views are around 8,000. Okay.
And Jay, what have you gone for?
I've gone for the Indomitus Showcase video, which had your painted Necrons and the Space Marines at the end, and I've got 17,000 views.
Jason, it was indeed the Indomitus Miniatures Showcase, and it was 16,000. So that is 2 points for Jay. Sadly, nothing for Dave.
No, I clearly, if there's one thing that this last round is proving to me, is I really haven't been paying attention to the YouTube channel.
So, Jay, in episode 2, we shared our favourite sprue and brew, but what was my favourite sprue and my favourite brew?
So, the one I'm more confident about is your favourite sprue, and I've put RK on.
Okay.
For your favourite brew, I've got two options. It's either some sort of whiskey, or I actually think it's some sort of special coffee, like a special mocha chocolate coffee. A really weird coffee. I'm going to go for the weird coffee and
Weird
RKO.
coffee. Weird coffee. Okay, and Dave, what have you got there?
I put a cappuccino.
Okay.
And I think Archon's a good shout, actually. Archon's a good shout. But because I just remember you always banging on about Plague Bearers, and you always use Plague Bearers. So I went for Plague Bearers.
Oh, you're close. You're both close in ways. My favourite sprue was Horticulus Slimex, because he's a plague bearer riding a giant snail. And what's not cool about that? And the favourite brew was a caramel latte.
I knew it was some sort of special mocha chocolate thing.
Mocha chocolate. So unfortunately, no points all round on that one. So Dave, question 9. Back in the mist of time, what was your favourite sprue and your favourite brew?
I've been vague. I put tea as my favourite brew.
Okay.
And for my favourite sprue, Death Watch Veterans.
Okay. Jason, what did you put?
All right, I'll do this in reverse order again. So what I'm most confident about is Witch Hunter.
Okay.
The fantasy Witch Hunter. And for your brew, I put Pepsi.
Ooh, wow. Dave, your favourite brew was a Tetley tea, but I'll give you the point. I'll give you the point for tea. And your favourite sprue was the Death Watch Space Marine sprue.
Yes.
So yeah, that's two points for Dave, no points to Jay, that one. And finally, Jason, what was your favourite sprue and what was your favourite brew?
My favourite brew, I'm quite sure, was Yorkshire tea. I'm quite sure about that. I don't think that's ever changed. My favourite sprue changes every other week. So it's a bit harder to nail this one down. But I'm going to go for the Eldar Solitaire.
The Eldar Solitaire, okay. Dave, what do you think, J-Pop?
Definitely Yorkshire tea. It's got to be Yorkshire tea. I'll be shocked if it isn't. But your favourite brew, I put as Ironbreakers, Dwarf Ironbreakers.
A nice drink of Ironbreakers.
Drink of Ironbreakers.
Well, you both got Yorkshire tea right. That is indeed Jay's favourite brew, and that's a nice, easy one. I don't know what army you were planning to start in November 13th, 2017, but apparently your favourite sprue is the Dark Eldar Venom.
Never would have got that.
No.
So yeah,
though, that is a nice little transport. I'm building the Harlequin Star Weavers now, Void Weaver. It's very similar to that. It is nice, and you got all the different add-on witches and warriors, didn't you? It is a good, and the little trophy poles, and the nice little canopies with the Dark Elder runes on. Yeah, it is a nice sprue, that.
You know what? I was listening back to the podcast to write this quiz, and you said pretty much exactly the same thing there.
Only you remembered that a few moments ago.
I know, it's all coming back to me now.
So I hope you enjoyed the quiz, guys. But it's now the important part of who gets the trophy for, Master of Sprues and Brews or something, or maybe the host of the next show. Jason, you got 30 points. David, you got 25.
Champion!
I think you're. Go on.
Go on, Matt. Go on.
I think your lack of your worrying lack of knowledge about Sprues and Brews lore has let you down there, Dave.
It has, in particular the YouTube one. I'm gonna have to make it my priority to sort out those Spotify numbers, aren't I? Disappointed in my lack of YouTube knowledge, but I suppose I have to give praise to the winner. He did all right, didn't he? But never mind. It was really fun.
You're a good opponent, Dave. You're a good opponent, but I'm just wondering now whether I need to be promoted from Team And to Team Brew, and you get demoted to the ampersand.
These are the questions we need to ask ourselves when the world returns to normal. So I hope you've enjoyed that, guys, and I hope everyone listening has enjoyed the show too. It's been loads of fun creating 98 episodes of the Sprues and Brews podcast. Thanks for everyone who's listened to us and visited the website and subscribed on YouTube and all that stuff. Thanks to all the guys from Games Workshop who helped support us as well and have really helped grow the site. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this as much as I have.
Yeah,
have you got anything you want to share on the centenary of Sprues and Brews?
here's to another 100 episodes of the Sprues and Brews podcast, and I hope we get to meet a lot of our listeners at a future Warhammer event when the world finally is back to normal and we can actually meet up and go to tournaments and do fun stuff like that.
That'll be a good 200th celebration, won't it? A little Sprues and Brews tournament somewhere.
Yeah. It might be episode 200 by the time the world returns to normal at this rate.
Or 198, episode 198, we can have a tournament.
So awesome. Well, thanks, guys. If you've enjoyed this, let us know. If it's gone down well, we'll do another one of these again. But until next time, we will see you later. Bye.
Bye.